Hey, it's Christian with St. Augustine TV. We're starting a series on St. Augustine City parks. You know, St. Augustine is in an unfortunate situation in that it has a huge tourism economy, but the windfall of that taxation goes to the county by law, mostly to promote more tourism. Parks are daily use spaces. They're where kids grow up, neighbors meet, community is bolstered, and visitors form impressions. When parks are clean, functional, visually appealing, and thoughtfully designed, it reflects civic pride. But when they're neglected, poorly designed, or feel like afterthoughts, that says something too. In a city like St. Augustine, blessed with historical significance and charm, beautiful natural scenery that lends to a high quality of life, where tourism officials promise a storybook setting, parks shouldn't just merely exist. They should reflect that greater ethos. So today, we're going to grade each one of the city's parks. Each park will be evaluated on how well it fulfills its intended purpose, maintenance, visual appeal, and overall vibe, how it actually feels to spend time there. But before we start, I want to thank the city residents for their property tax dollars that go in to fund a surprising number of parks around the city. Let's get started. In this episode, we're looking at St. Augustine's recreational parks and playgrounds. The place is designed for play, sports, and everyday outdoor activity. These are the parks where kids climb on playgrounds, families gather for birthday parties, and neighbors come to exercise and spend time outside. As we go through them, something becomes clear. The parks that benefit from strong partnerships, whether with the county or the community, tend to perform and look the best. Davenport Park sits in a prime location, right beside the main library at the crossroads of downtown St. Augustine and Volano Beach. It should be one of the city's most popular playdate spots, and for years, it was. When there was a carousel, this park was whimsical and memorable. Combine that with a playground under a canopy of live oaks, it was truly something special. Kids played, parents socialized, and it was a hot spot for families. Since the carousel was removed 6 or 7 years ago, the park still functions as a shaded playground, but the energy is different. It feels more ordinary. The feature that made it special is gone. Increasingly, adult men without children are hanging around. It's still good, it's just a lesser version of what it once was. It really needs a carousel or a similar feature and some love to bring back the magic. Vickers Park is a true athletic park and community space. Home to the Willie Gallimore Recreation Center, a community pool, athletic fields, and one of the most beloved community gardens in town. This park serves its purpose. In recent years, the addition of pickleball courts has kept it current and responsive to community demand. Functionally, it works. There's a shade structure, restrooms, open field space, and strong programming through the rec center. It fosters activity and connection. There are some trade-offs. The restrooms can occasionally feel sketch due to transient activity. Bright field lights are left on overnight to discourage people from camping in the park. That strategy has largely worked, but it creates noticeable light pollution for nearby residents. The park is also adjacent to a wastewater plant, solid waste collection station, and a horse barn, so depending on the wind, the smell can be less than fresh. Visually, it's pretty decent for an athletic complex. It's not designed to be scenic, it's built to be functional. It's also worth noting that while it is a city park, like other athletic facilities in St. Augustine, it is operated by St. Johns County. Vickers is straightforward. Maintain it, update it, keep it clean. As an athletic park, it serves its mission well. Hamilton Upchurch Neighborhood Park's main feature is a Grom skate park, built for younger riders, beginners, and kids who just want a safe place to roll. It has shade, a nearby playground, and open space, making it a strong multi-use area for families. Tucked behind the elementary school, near the beach, location is one of its biggest assets. The park is tucked nicely into its surroundings. Maturing trees provide shade, and it doesn't dominate the landscape. It blends in. In a surf town setting, especially with the surf station just a block away, the skate park fits the island vibe perfectly. It's not a large, advanced skate facility, and it doesn't try to be. It's approachable, it feels safe, and it serves young riders well. Next door are soccer fields that host youth sporting events. Not particularly attractive and lacking in infrastructure, but they are functional. A perfectly scaled skate spot for young riders that fits the island surf culture exactly right. Lighthouse Park and the J. Edward Red Cox Recreational Facility is situated between the Lighthouse and Salt Run, overlooking Anastasia State Park. This is one of the more unique small parks in the city. It's not large, but very functional. There's a well-used public boat ramp that provides direct access to Salt Run, a small sandy beach area that makes easy launching of kayaks, paddleboards, and small skiffs. The fishing pier is nice, long enough to feel substantial, positioned well, and almost always active. It's also home to the St. Augustine Yacht Club, Florida's oldest yacht club, which brings a whole different energy. Youth sailing programs, small regattas, and member events give the park life and purpose beyond casual recreation. On land, you've got a shaded grove of mature live oak trees. Tennis courts add another layer of use. And visually, the views of the lighthouse rising behind the trees give the park a strong sense of place. This park understands what it is. It's a water access park. It's a recreation node. It's a shaded complement to the lighthouse grounds, while still serving boaters, sailors, anglers, and locals. For a relatively small footprint, it punches above its weight. Pomar Park is an athletic park in West Augustine and is operated by the county in partnership with the city. Its most prominent feature is athletic fields surrounded by parking. The layout makes the park feel inward-facing, with very little visual or physical connection to the surrounding marsh and the San Sebastian River. There is a dock, but unless you actively seek it out, the waterfront setting is easy to miss. For a property bordered by marshland, the lack of visibility and access to the water is a missed opportunity. The park sees a fair amount of use by youth sports teams, and there is a popular shaded dog park. This park has even more potential. Opening up the views and improving access to the San Sebastian River would transform the experience. It's well positioned for a kayak launch. A paved walking loop with distance markers around the fields, along with simple outdoor fitness stations and a playground, would add functionality for the broader community. Right now, Pomar Park functions primarily as an athletic field and dog park. With better design and stronger connection to the waterfront setting, it could broaden its functionality and expand its recreation and fitness opportunities. The marsh and river is one of the park's greatest assets. The design just hasn't figured out how to show it off. Project Swing Park is the coolest playground in the city. Swing stands for St. Augustine's wish for its next generation, and that alone tells you what this place is about. It was originally built as an honest-to-goodness community project. Volunteers, fundraising, neighborhoods coming together to construct something lasting for the next generation. One generation building for the next. That's as noble as it gets. The playground is composed of large wooden structures with a whimsical castle-like motif. Towers, bridges, slides, climbing features, and swings. It encourages imagination as much as movement. Kids can traverse, climb, hide, invent games. It feels adventurous. The city refurbished it in 2022, and the updates show it is in good shape and is well used. There's a large pavilion, good for birthday parties. Surrounded by the openness of Francis Field and the downtown parking garage, this park feels like a shaded oasis of play and joy, tucked into an otherwise hard-edged environment. For young children, both local families and visitors, this is a great park. Aside from paying to park in the parking garage, access is limited as there are a few other parking opportunities and a lot of fencing acting as barriers. Imaginative, functional, community built. This is what investing in the next generation looks like. That's a look at St. Augustine's recreational parks and playgrounds. What stands out is that city parks, supported by strong partnerships, whether that be with the county or the community, tend to perform best. Next up, we'll look at the city's downtown parks, the spaces that should truly showcase St. Augustine. Hey, thanks for watching. For more local St. Augustine content, don't forget to like and subscribe.